right, so we're here today with Judith. Judith has been a patient in our office for about 3 months. Initially, when she came in, her complaints were a lot of gastrointestinal, stomach, bloating, some constipation. She also had some headaches. And here we are about 3 months in. So, Judith, tell us a little bit about what your experience has been since you started care with us.
Well, I definitely am feeling better, for sure. I have gone off of several of the medications that I had been taking. It seemed like over the last couple of years especially, I began to just gain weight that I could not lose, especially in the midsection. I also, it seemed like every time I went to the doctor, they would add a new pill, thyroid, the acid reflux, and so forth. I was having a lot of discomfort with that. Constipation, I never have been regular in my entire life, and I really am extremely pleased that that is all working its way out, literally. But I feel better. I feel like I have more energy, but I'm especially pleased over the fact that I am not taking the medications that I was taking before. You know, I'm 72 years old, but I don't feel 72, and I absolutely did not want to go in that direction to where this was the part of my life that I was going to not feel as good as I wanted to feel. I'm active, I like to hike, I enjoy my life, I enjoy my family, and I had begun probably the year before I came to Dr. Lawrence, I had begun to feel like I was slowing down. Did not have much energy, did not have the pep for life that I wanted. And the headaches. I've had headaches. I was taking something at least every day for headaches. Can't tell you the last time that I had an Advil or anything for headaches or pain. And I'm basically thrilled about all of this, about how I'm feeling. I feel like now that I can go forward with my life and that my body is going to be working together because I've taken away some of the things that was harming my body, such as the test proved that I had a milk intolerance,
Correct.
As well as the gluten intolerance. And so having to relearn how to eat was a little difficult at first, but what I found was that it was a absolute mind switch. Once I made that decision to stop eating bread and to stop eating the cheeses and some of the things that I knew after I was eating them that my body didn't want it, but I just did not at that point have the willpower to stop it. When I decided that I was going to do it, it has been just a life change. And I realized that I could make up my mind that you can do without bread, you can do without cheese, you can do without the things because you realize they're hurting your body.
And the thing that probably sealed it for you is when you don't eat it and you feel so much better, like why would you want to do that to yourself?
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So one of the interesting things that we saw with Judith, and really it's very common, more common than probably what a lot of people recognize, is just irregular bowels and how that can be so destructive to your health as well. And that's been a problem with you for a long time.
For a long time. I'm sure that this has been going on with me probably all of my life with some of these intolerances. But the older that I got, I realized that my body just had fought as long as it could fight, and it was just saying, all right, if you're not going to do anything about it, then you're going to slow down.
Right.
So.
Well, you definitely, I mean, even when I first met you, you definitely don't look 72. You definitely don't act 72. And now the good part is you don't feel 72.
That's right. And I'm losing some weight, and it had been very difficult to do that in the past, and
good
I'm
side
losing
effect.
it. I'm losing it in the area in which I realized the inflammation was the issue.
Yeah.
And I have also been diagnosed with a bladder condition called interstitial cystitis, and again, they want you to go on drugs, they want you to do this and that, and so I just have not been doing some of the supplements that would affect the bladder, and I think overall the things that Dr. Lawrence and I have been doing have also affected the bladder in a good way. So I'm finding some of the discomfort from that chronic condition is also calming down. And that was the expression Dr. Lawrence used, was that she's calming everything down so that the body and the organs of the body are being able to do what they were supposed to do and not just fight things that I have been doing to it for all these years. So
amazing. The
it
body
is.
has a way of healing itself. Most of the time, it's us that's interfering with that.
And
whether
I
we're
absolutely
eating,
have done that, and I realize I've done that.
well, and now we're not. We've kind of cleared the path, and
Right.
we're not doing things that are going to make us sick anymore.
Right.
So the body now has the real opportunity to step up and take care of
Mm-hmm.
those things, and you're feeling the result of that.
I
So,
am.
as I always say, I would love to clone you. You've been a great patient, because really I can't help somebody who isn't willing to do the hard work. I mean, what we do here is in some ways is very simple, but it's difficult to do. Okay, it's difficult
Right.
a lot of times to miss out on those favorite foods and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But really, when you look back on it, the results truly speak for themselves, and it's worth. I haven't had anybody who
Absolutely.
said it wasn't worth it.
Absolutely, I agree.
So, if you had someone who had a similar condition that you have, would you recommend this type of care for
I
them?
absolutely would, and I have told
Yes.
several of my friends,
You have.
and some people are going to be coming to see Dr. Lawrence, and
Great.
that feels good because I feel like that I'm sharing my blessing. Just as someone shared it with me, which brought me into the office, then I have shared it also.
Correct. That's right. You were a referral.
Uh-huh.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much, Judith. I'm psyched that you're feeling so much better, and
Thank you.
good things in store for you.
Thank you.
Thanks.